before that Monday night, and unfortunately a team that's not really involved in it in kind of material sense long term is Ireland. But you do have a game against Italy. Bring in Miguel Delaney, I know, who writes for the Irish Examiner, but has split heritage, Spanish heritage and Irish heritage. So, Miguel, is half of you happy, half of you sad? What's happened to Ireland in this tournament?
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. What was the, right for the Irish Examiner? Is this the worst case scenario? I know it was a tough group, but you could not have expected to concede that many goals, 7 in 2 games.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I wrote during the week that basically all the fears people had about Trapattoni's system kind of came true over the past few days. I mean, I think he's always been a bit of a qualified success, because since he's taken over, there's actually been this debate in Ireland about, on one hand, there's kind of how conservative a style is, and the other, there's the fact that we haven't qualified for it in 10 years. So there's always that swirling around. But even, I mean, the problem, he doesn't seem to have any faith in the players to express themselves or keep possession anyway. So everything is based on protection. And in a lot of games where we propel this defensive record, like the famously eight games without conceding, like a lot of those games, like for example the Russia game, the two-man midfield was completely exposed, and it was almost nearly blind luck that Ireland actually kept it down. But it was to a degree. I mean, so against the better teams, it was always kind of on the edge slightly, and then once they played these superior sides in this tournament, it finally came crashing down to a certain extent.
Well, what does the Spanish side of you say from what you've seen from Spain as well as tournament? 4-0 victors over Ireland, but perhaps shaky first half against Italy?
Well, the one thing about that Spain, I've actually been to the vast majority of Spain's games in Euro 2008 and 2010 World Cup, and watching them from a certain vantage point, I haven't actually seen them given that easy a game since Euro 2008. Because, I mean, after Euro 2008, basically every single team realised with Spain that the only way to counter their possession is to sit back very, very deep and just deny all space. And I think that explained a lot of those 1-0s in the last World Cup. But for some, I mean, even Honduras did that in an identical situation in the 2010 World Cup. Honduras had lost their first game, Spain had dropped points, needed to win, and Honduras gave them a really tough game in that second match. Ireland didn't. I mean, in all those matches since Euro 2008, I've never seen Iniesta be able to pick a through ball to Xavi right in front of the opposition box within 2 minutes. So I mean, it was incredible, really.
No, mountains of time.
And also that was kind of the confidence. Like, really, Ireland gave Spain the confidence boost they needed after the Switzerland defeat in 2010. So this might have a knock-on effect on the Spanish. Suddenly, quick thought, Miguel, before you go, wrap it up. Then Spain against Croatia tomorrow. That doesn't look an easy game. And Ireland, Italy. Who goes through from Group C? I think Spain and Croatia, but I think Spain will beat Croatia. And I actually have a funny feeling that, having been around the Irish camp all week, that there's a bit of a resolve to finally do something. They haven't lost to Italy under trap, and I think they might just sneak a draw despite everything that's happened in this tournament.
Well, Miguel, great to speak to you, sir. And hope the Spanish side of you fares well, better than the Irish, certainly. And we will catch up with you soon. Gentlemen, Neil Webb and Sammy Mockbell, your thoughts, Group C? Do you expect Croatia and Spain to go through like that, or do you think Italy will do what they need to do and Spain will beat Croatia?
I think Italy got a good chance of doing what they need to do. They're saying about the Irish, like, pride is all they've got to play for, but it'd be very difficult for them.
Yeah, listen, I think we all expect the Spanish to go through and get the result there. And I don't carry Miguel's optimism there with the Irish getting something against the Italians. I think the Italians will do a job there. They know what they need to do.
Okay. Well, there we have it. Very good to have you, Sammy Miguel from the Daily Mail. Neil Webb, former England international. Gents, we'll catch up with you soon, no doubt. Coming up, your chance to get involved on the Fan Zone. Nigel Spackman will be here, the show hosted by Chris Cohen. We will be back, of course, every night throughout the course of Euro 2012. Group B, that is, almost as exciting as Group A. It continues tomorrow night, Group C. Many more twists and turns ahead, no doubt. Good night.